Now, these pictures weren't captioned, but I believe I got the names of these guys correct. So this is the victim. This is 38-year-old Heath Mora. R.I.P. 38-year-old Heath Mora. You see how clean cut he is? Clean cut, probably worries about his health and wants to be a good, citizen, good Samaritan, doesn't go around attacking anybody. But he's going to be the hero for the day. He's going to be the hero for the day whenever anybody, is wanting to go around committing crimes. Somebody wants to go around committing crimes, then 38-year-old Heath Mora is going to fuck you up. But he wound up getting shot and killed. Now, he's going to get shot and killed by 43-year-old Donovan Bookout. And like I said, so give me some... If I'm incorrect, please correct me, and I'll correct myself as soon as possible. This is the picture that was at the top of the article of the, killing at the Ambassador Hotel. And so this is 43-year-old Donovan Bookout. This is the guy that's going to kill Heath Mora. He's 5 years older, right? So he's supposed to be his elder. You're supposed to respect your elders. 43-year-old Donovan Bookout. He was expected to appear before a judge for the first time Tuesday in this case. The lawyer representing him said he's in custody at MDC, but Donovan Bookout, he refused to show up. The judge reset his appearance for Wednesday. So we're learning more and more information about this whole case. This is from KOB.com, Brianna Wilson, March 30th, 2022. So this is written 16 days ago. And it said that the security guard was killed Tuesday. So the security guard was killed Tuesday. So this isn't, but 2 or 3 weeks ago that this happened in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So what happened? Okay, so that's Donovan Bookout, and we saw the other guy. So let's see. Albuquerque police say they are alerted to a person shot. This is KOB.com. So they've written several articles on this. Let's see. The Ambassador Inn near I-25, Candelaria, early Tuesday morning. Almost immediately after the discovery, police caught up with the suspect, but arresting him wasn't easy. The APD said officers were already in the area Tuesday. They had license plate readers. They had set up cameras. They were patrolling the Ambassador Inn parking lot when this had happened. That's because police had been getting a lot of reports on crime near this hotel. So they were at the hotel at the time. APD Chief Harold Medina told Cobb 4 officers basically walked right into this homicide scene. It started around 3:30 a.m. Police say someone from the Ambassador Inn went outside to tell officers that a person had been shot in one of the hallways of the hotel. Officers were patrolling the parking lot. They were alerted to the fact that an individual was down and that an individual was possibly shot. Officers did come across an individual, a deceased individual. Police were told that the suspect had fled the hotel on foot. They say that it didn't take long before they found 43-year-old Donovan Bookout stealing a car. The individual did commit a carjacking, which led to a short vehicle pursuit with Albuquerque police officers pursuing the suspect. Medina said police said Bookout appeared to flash a firearm at officers through the car window, so they knew he was armed. When it came to a stop, officers got in a foot pursuit with the suspect, and at that point in time is when officers discharged their firearms. They say it's not clear at this time whether Bookout fired shots back at officers. We need to verify that the shell casings on scene match the shell casings of the offender and the firearm that was recovered on next to the offender. Medina said, we do know that there was more than one officer involved that discharged their firearm. We'll determine the exact number later. We'll release that information. The chief went on to say that no one was hit during the shooting, and Bookout eventually surrendered. One man parked at a nearby gas station said he couldn't get to work because of it. I'm just kind of waiting around till he opened up the street. Jaron Garfield, he says police lights and crime tape are nothing new for that area. They just found a gun last night at the yard. It was a 9mm. I guess last week they caught 3 guys in the yard, and it's just getting bad around here, especially around Candelaria. Candelaria, says Garfield. APD said the same thing. That's why they beefed up patrols. The Ambassador Inn is one of our hotels here in the Valley Area Command where we receive a lot of calls for service with regard to anything from property crime to narcotics-related crimes to violent crimes, said Valley Area Commander Scott Norris. Nora said this area is also a hot spot for stolen cars, one of the focuses of the patrols, but there's more. And like they said, not just looking for stolen vehicles, but other types of crime. Even so, police say it's all about having an active presence in a troubled area. Officers are directed to come here, do proactive police work, see what the concerns are, see if we can actually witness crimes that are in progress or addressing any other types of issues, whether they're quality of life crimes or violent crimes. APD says they're worried that the crime at the Ambassador Inn could spread and affect nearby businesses and homes. Now we are still waiting for police to confirm the identity of the person who they say was shot and killed at the hotel Tuesday morning. Officials say Bookout is a convicted felon. The last time he was taken in on shooting charges was just 2 weeks ago. So this could have been prevented. He was taken in on shooting charges 2 weeks ago, taken in on shooting charges. Now he just shot and killed Heath Mora. So hopefully Donovan Bookout is, put behind bars forever and ever. This low-life degenerate motherfucker. Like, why would he do something like that? Why would he hurt somebody like that? He couldn't get a job. He couldn't find, make his own way in the world. His boys, he was paying the rent of his boys. He's feeding them, giving them money, buying them clothes. He's doing everything a father should do. So, yeah, that's sad. Heath Mora leaves behind 3 sons. 38-year-old Heath Mora was a security guard at the Ambassador Inn. He was helping his 3 sons out. Loftus says Mora was his best friend. They reportedly worked together at Mora's company, Shadow Security, where he says he witnessed firsthand just how dangerous the Ambassador Inn can be. Of course, you come across people smoking fentanyl, gangbangers, drug dealers, all kinds of stuff. It's like you can't have your gun in your holster. You kind of have to carry it at the ready, just because you never know when you turn a corner what somebody's going to do if you confront them, Loftus said. A fear that became all too real for Mora when police said he was gunned down in one of the hotel's hallways early Tuesday morning. It's just a shocker, It's really when you find out that your best friend, your boss, almost like your brother, got shot and killed. Just terrible, People probably made a lot of enemies kicking people out, and of course people smoking fentanyl all the time, said Loftus. APD said Tuesday they're taking action to curb crime at the inn by sending more officers to patrol the area, check license plates for stolen cars. And I bet you Kim Iverson probably doesn't give a shit about this, right? Everybody that's on Putin's side, mass murder, mass rape, stealing, hurting people, they don't give a shit. I think it's easy, the great thing about being a revolutionary is you can see injustice wherever you go. Heath Mora, 38-year-old Heath Mora, security guard, he didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve this. APD Chief Harold Medina tweeted condolences to the family. A GoFundMe page has been set up. My sincerest condolences to the family of the security guard killed today. He was doing a job that so many times is not given the appreciation it deserves. I understand several officers knew him and considered him a great partner in reporting crime to make that location safe. So yeah, he died for that community. Candelaria, he died for the Ambassador Inn, he died for his family, he died for, Albuquerque, he died for New Mexico, he died for America. He didn't want America to be run by a bunch of criminal motherfuckers. That's why he picked that job. And he gave his life for it. So he gave the ultimate sacrifice. R.I.P. Heath Mora. The guy's been caught. We're going to get some justice. So I guess at this point what we need to do is remember who Heath Mora was. We need to remember who Heath Mora was. When you say the name of the dead to the earth are still alive, R.I.P. Heath Mora, Heath Mora, Heath Mora, Heath Mora, Heath Mora. He's got 3 sons, so there's, legacy right there. There's other Moras. There's 3 other Moras out there. Are they going to pick up where his dad left off? Are they going to do something differently? So the biggest things that we could do is memorize, who is Heath Mora? Was he, what did his voice sound like? What was his, favorite book or favorite TV show? What did he have? Was he a jokester? What was his personality like? It's up to the living to remember the dead. And he's dead and gone forever, so it's up to the living even more, so now to figure out 10, 20 years from now, you'll be glad that you wrote everything that you wrote down today. So make sure you remember him. Remember him, and is there anything else? I guess that's the biggest thing, isn't it? Remember who they were. Keep saying their name, so to the earth are still alive. They had a history. He was on the planet for 38 years. He has 3 sons. They had the head of a mother. He's had almost 4 decades of life. So, yeah. R.I.P. Heath Mora. R.I.P. man.